Hello, Aries. Hippie Gypsy Reader here. My name is Cody. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. We're going to do the March readings, starting out with Aries. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Cross-watchers, of course, are welcome. Feel free to switch that energy if needed. If you are brand new to my channel, I appreciate your curiosity. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. If you would like to catch me live, I am on any one of my other platforms, sporadically, of course. Time is not my friend, so I don't really do schedules because of my energetic calling. So I would just suggest to follow all the platforms. When you catch me live, you'll catch me live. And those are TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't have a schedule because I don't want to force myself to have to show up every single day if my energy is misaligned. If something is off, I will not bring that to you, of course. So following me is best. Hit that little notification bell so that you do not miss a single time I am energetically aligned to post a video. We're going to get started here with the March 2024 Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements reading. I'm going to cover the first segment with love, and then we will look at career and finance for the month of March. I've run a poll, so go cast your vote if you would like to see mid-month updates. I will jump on here for mid-month and start doing zodiac mid-month updates to give you a little update, see if anything's changed, if anything has shifted in your alignment. Let me know. Of course, more is more, right? More is better. We like more. Always feel free to suggest any readings you would like to see. I'm open. The suggestion box is there. All right, let's get started. Again, following me on any one of my other platforms, that like button, notification bell, comments, shares, all of that stuff helps me to align with you energetically. These are general collectives, so we're going to take what fits and leave the rest for someone else. If it does not fit with you, it is for someone else, as these are general collective. If you are interested in a personal private reading, the links are in the description box in this video. Description box of this video, you'll see a link tree there. That'll have all my other platforms and how to get a hold of me for a personal private reading. Let's get started. I feel like these are ready. Aries for March 2024. It definitely wanted this one on top. Six of Cups. Something from the past. Something from the past. Hanged Man has you stuck. We've got the Knight of Wands, feeling a little risky, and you're thinking about making some sort of a bold move, right? Things have been stagnant for a little bit with this Hanged Man energy. Pisces energy showing up here. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Pair of fours out here with the Tower card. All right, the Knight of Swords. We have two of the most fastest moving horses in the deck. That is very Aries energy, right? That kind of impulsivity, this need and drive and feeling like you got to make a move. Okay, with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords out here, there's this feeling like I got to make a move, because sitting in stagnation for an Aries is not fun. We have the Hanged Man with the Four of Swords. So there's a lot of isolation. There's a lot of introspection. And I feel like you're getting pretty antsy. You're getting really, really antsy because there's this feeling of wanting to make a move, to have this everlasting kind of impression here with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is wanting to be received, well received. Okay, because when we're dealing with the divine feminine of queen energy, that is about receptivity, right? So you're trying to really get very clear on what needs to be said here. And I feel like there's a lot of control. There's a lot of control over you not making a move, even though it just is boiling underneath you. With the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I feel like you're just about to make that jump. And I feel like the only thing that is stopping you from making this move is this Tower card, right? This Tower card, because when the move was made before, when the advancement was made towards offering somebody the the want to make amends or to receive your message or to hear from you here, to receive what you had to say. There was probably a fight, somebody still hanging on to issues, and it basically erupted, okay, with that Tower card coming out here. There was this energy here of somebody still hanging on to something from the past with this pair of fours out here. The foundation of the fight, I feel like, is something that needs to be addressed. There is this hanged man energy talking about the want to let go, to be able to move forward, but there still needs to be a conversation. There still needs to be some sort of clarity received here. Four of Swords with the Five of Swords, right? There's some sort of clarity in conversation that needs to be had. And I feel like there is this urge to resist making a move too quickly and too impulsively as it erupted before. Five of Swords to the Tower card, because of somebody still hanging on to issues, hanging on to people, hanging on to things, hanging on, right? This need to kind of sit with these issues, this feeling of being victimized, right? Because the hanged man is somebody who is in this victim mode, right? There's somebody who's really gone through a lot. This is somebody who has sacrificed a lot. They were victimized in a situation. Also, this is a great call. Even when you're sitting in that energy, we do hear from spirit, right? Because when this person is hanging, there is this enlightenment around them, right? There's this calling. There's this calling, even though that is a common snap judgment, to sit in that victimization mode, to want to be remembering the sacrifice, right? Somebody here could have brought all those things up. Somebody here could have just reignited the fight again. But this is about also looking at things from a new perspective, taking a step back, letting go of what is not serving so that you can proceed forward, so that you can have this sense of enlightenment to proceed out of that stagnation, right? Stagnation here heavily with the Four of Swords and the hanged man energy. But there was a move. There was a move before. It was some kind of a bold decision, and I think it was done too early. There is this Queen of Pentacles that was not ready to receive the message. They were not ready to be supportive of whatever was being said, okay, as far as conversations go. Swords are about conversations, clarity, truth, understanding, okay. Bottom of the deck, absolutely. We have the 3, the 4, and the 5 of Swords out here. Heartbreak. Heartbreak over the burden of having to figure out what needs to be said, the exact right thing to say, right? Somebody here is probably still also deeply heartbroken. With the 3 of Swords, this could be third-party energy. This is third-party energy of somebody, if not having a third party. I'm not saying anyone did. I'm not saying anyone didn't. But if there is the inkling, if there is the thought, if there is this feeling of like it has happened, somebody here needs to really clear the air, right? With that 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, 3, 4, 5, 7, right? There's a lot of miscommunication happening here. A lot of miscommunication going on. The 3 of Swords with the 10 of Wands is this heavy burden of the regret of this conversation, of the feeling of deep heartbreak, a sense of loss, of not being able to say what needed to be said at the time, of not taking more time to really put deep effort and strategizing in a better way to execute the conversation in the first place, right? I feel like if you come back and you try to ignite a conversation with the incorrect intention, if things are too soon, you could reignite the fight. You add more problems, you add more issues, you add more pain, right? So we have the Magician with the Strength card and a third 4. A third 4 coming out. So force, foundation. This is about somebody really being very courageous in trying to manifest another chance, one more try here to rebuild this foundation, because they're feeling very, very pushed aside from this. Another 5 coming out, 5 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. There's another 5. I was thinking more 5s. And here's the regret. The wheel of fortune here. There's regret over this cycle being closed without clarity of truly understanding what was needing to be said. Both of these are about some very life-changing knowledge. This knowledge here could have helped the cycle close more completely, could have helped offer deeper clarity and an energy of mercy and understanding here with the Hierophant coming out. This is an energy of forgiveness to be able to rebuild this foundation, but there is a definite missed opportunity here with the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Somebody is really in a deep regret over possibly coming forward way too impulsively, way too quickly, without the correct verbiage, without the right things to say, right? That song keeps popping in my head. I'm sorry for not saying the right words. Something about the right words to say. I know it's not coming out the way I planned it to be, but if you wait around a while, I'll make it up to you. I promise. The Promise. That's the song. The Promise. Thank you. I'll make you fall for me. I promise you. Yeah, that one. I will. Yeah. So if they get this new opportunity, it seems like somebody here has really been thinking about how to give a lot more fairness and a lot more balance to this conversation if there is another opportunity, because there's big regret and deep sadness over the way it has gone on before. And I almost feel like the things that were said and the way the conversation went, this person kind of feels like they're kind of kicking themselves for the way things had. Like if they just had one more opportunity, they would be more receptive. They would be more willing to listen and also offer the right words to say. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. There's the 8 of Wands where like somebody really wants to talk. They want to come forward in a very quick way. And again, we're moving back into Aries energy. Ace of Wands with the 8 of Wands. Very quick moving, like wanting to have these conversations like yesterday. Like there's a 3rd ace. Okay. That's the truth. Having these clearer conversations, a clearer, more concise conversation. And the 8 of Wands is like a lot of phone calls, DMs, text messages, right? Somebody here is thinking, you know, would it be, if I had this opportunity to be more fair and balanced, would it be something that would be more receptive if it was done through communication of the written word versus the spoken word, right? With the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is more about the spoken word, and the Ace of Wands is more about the desire to say the right thing, right? The want to create the correct verbiage here. Lovers. Gemini energy coming out. Somebody here really wants to be very, very clear about what they're trying to communicate about the connection, right? Staying focused on the connection. There's a realization here in this separation of somebody sitting in this energy. Here's another 6 coming out, talking about the deep want to have a very in-depth conversation over this connection, a very mature, clear conversation with the King of Swords coming out. Very clear conversation here. This is somebody who has moved from the Knight of Swords into the King of Swords energy. They want to provide the correct verbiage. They want to speak their truth and to really open up and to honestly say how they truly are feeling deep inside. Goodness. Wow. We've got Leo energy out here as well. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. And again, all the signs are out here. We've got Earth, Air, Fire, Water, but these are the major arcana that are out here. We've got Gemini with the Lovers. We've got 3 3s. No, I'm sorry. We've got 3 aces, 5 5s, 3 4s, or 3 5s, 3 4s. Okay. You know, you were there. You were there. Okay, let me run some I feel like I want to run some oracle for this. So we're going to look at... That feels very regretful and sad. Like there's a sadness over the way the conversation went before. Like they kind of know that it was way too impulsive. It was way too soon. It was done incorrectly. The wrong things were said. Maybe it was done out of a place of anger. With the Tower card and the Five of Swords, there was this battle and this want to compete. And they're in deep regret over that. And I feel like if there was another opportunity to have this conversation again, it would go a lot differently. I feel like somebody's really been thinking a lot about that conversation, going over it again, wanting to recommunicate in a better way. Okay. I think I want to do the soulmates. Yeah, we're going to run the soulmate messages. And I have to pretend like I have to stop pretending like I can see. Time to read. All right, here we go. Not bad for approaching my 46th year. My 46th trip around the sun. Not bad. All right, here we go. All right, what does my beautiful Aries need to know? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. This is your love message. I can't stand the thought of you moving on with someone else. Has fallen out of the deck. What does Aries need to know? Woohoo! Yes, I know I have a decision to make. And there's a couple of different paths. Choose a direction. Right? Time to choose a path. I've pushed down my feelings for so long. Has also come out. Yep. I know I broke your heart. It should have been you. I see my future with you. I still carry a spark for you. Okay, so there's still deep, deep attachment in this. Even if you both ended this in a very tumultuous way, if things, tower moment, right? That's kind of burning bridges, scorching the earth, if you will, with that tower card. You guys slammed the door shut on this, but there's still this draw. There's still this pull back to this person. I made some really poor choices that I regret, right? I made some really poor choices that I regret. You don't know it yet, but I'm planning to surprise you. There's no one else like you. Okay, so if your person had a wandering eye, if you felt like they were moving on to the next person, maybe they even tried to start a connection with somebody else, and they're just not it. They just can't get you off their mind. There's no one else like you. And here, yeah, I did too much to you. That was a hell of a fight, right? Five of Swords with that tower. That was a hell of a fight. I have something that I want to give you. So with the surprise and I have something that I want to give you, I feel like your person may have seen something when they were out that made them think of you. And so they went ahead and picked it up in the hopes that maybe you guys might have another opportunity. They couldn't help themselves. They were buying it in hopes, right? Kind of hopefully manifesting a reunion to be able, to visualize giving this item to you. I was around toxic people. Yes, I didn't know what I was doing, right? Whenever you surround yourself with drama, when you surround yourself with toxic people who are bringing you negativity, fear, anger, stress, right? When you're in these environments, you create that. We're constantly manifesting. So if you're absorbing this energy around you at all times, you're around toxic people. You start to manifest those creations all around you. You start to create these toxic situations. You you invoke their energy and start to create it in your own world. So everything you absorb in your world, whoever is a part of your world also has to go through that with you. Okay. So whenever you surround yourself with toxic people, you know, you have this realization whenever the light is gone out of your life, whenever that positivity is gone out of your life, and you start to see who you're sitting with, and it still feels bad, and it still feels gross, and it still feels probably even worse because you don't have the light to seek out to help you get away from the darkness. And so whenever you're sitting with that energy for so long, you're like, wow, I'm really around some toxic people. And you start to have these realizations. Oh, maybe I was manifesting some very bad scenarios. And when you start to shed clear of those, you start to manifest better and start to have clarity and peace of mind to be able to see clearly what needs to happen, looking back on the situations and really understanding it with a lot more clarity without the toxicity infiltrating or hindering your thoughts or, you know, evoking their negativity into your world, right? It's easier to just stay where I'm at. Yeah. So this is a bit of a defeatist type of energy, right? Sitting in that kind of post-scorched earth kind of haze, you know, just sitting there just like, wow, because, you know, things were said, you know, doors were slammed shut. Okay. So that feeling of safety behind closed doors, it's easier to just stay where I'm at, right? My family depends on me. Okay. So there's probably this ease of them being able to use this as an excuse to not be able to come forward. Look, I've got my family. They all depend on me. You know, this just feels like maybe it's maybe not meant to be. Maybe I should just stay where I'm at. So there's a bit of a defeatist energy of somebody, you know, making up excuses for a reason why they should not come forward based on the fact of that toxic energy still looming, that toxic feeling, that negativity, that feeling of not being worthy, right? That lack mentality that kind of rubs off on you when you surround yourself with toxic people, for sure. I remember all of you, okay, all of you, your person is thinking very heavily about you. They're thinking heavily about the times you spent together, the good times more so than the bad times, right? The dust has settled and they're starting to really fondly remember the really good times. And this makes them kind of long and miss for your connection because there's no one like you. There's no one else like you. But they do know that they hurt you. They hurt you very, very badly. Yeah. I care about them, but I'm in love with you. Right. So these people, this person, this situation, the family, the others, you know, whatever's going on, your person is saying, I care about them, but I'm in love with you. Right. So there's this deep bond. It says, you are my home. You are my home. And then here it says, yeah, you deserve more. I don't feel good enough. So your person is in a very deep defeatist energy, especially coming off of the toxicity, maybe still, you know, shaking off a few of their toxic connections because it's addictive. It's very addictive to be in that low frequency. It's very addictive to be negative and to think, you know, those low frequency thoughts. Very addictive. They say misery loves company, right? So to sit in that energy is very contagious, and it starts to take over all of your thoughts. This is why it's very important to consciously think positively and just kind of get a grip on that and just push that negativity aside, not claim it as your own energy, and focus on positive. Focus on the positive. Yeah, your person here, they just can't stand the thought of you moving on with somebody else, and they still fantasize about making love with you. They remember all of you. They remember all of you, and they are longing for that connection once again. Longing for that connection once again. All right. The next card back there, we're going back to the defeatist, right? In and out, like deeply in love with you, really remembering everything fondly. I want to get some advice on this because it just feels like there's this pull for this connection. Let me get some advice and see what Spirit needs to say. What is the advice? What's the advice for this? Three of Wands is sitting there. I feel like you're both kind of waiting for each other to make the first move, to make that next move after what's gone on. Yeah, we've got Empress sitting in self-care, sitting in like this sitting energy, ready to receive. Okay. What's the advice? What's the advice for Aries? We'll do a quick career reading here real fast. 3 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. What's the advice for Aries? What's the advice? 5 of Wands. King of Cups. Lovers. Okay. The advice is to remain as emotionally balanced as possible. This King of Cups is calm, cool, and collected no matter what's being said, no matter what mud is being flung, right? This is about this energy of just, you know, kind of taking it. You know, when you go forth and you make you kind of shoot your shot, right? And you know it's not going to go well. You kind of know it's not going to go well based on how it went last time. You know this. You know your person. Lover's card has also come out here. This is your person. You know them. You know how it's going to go. But as long as you're sitting in a nice, calm, cool energy and you kind of let them say their piece and you kind of let them just, you know, get it out of them. This is not the 5 of Swords. This is just, I don't like what was said, you know, and this is somebody feeling themselves a little bit and feeling, you know, well, I've had time to think too. And since you're reaching out, blah, 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 you know, well, the King of Cups is saying, okay, I understand. I'm sorry you feel that way. I apologize. You know, it's just this energy of calming the situation and remaining cool, calm, and collected no matter what. If you'll notice, behind this king is a hell of a chop of ocean. That ocean is just churning, right? There, that is emotion just bubbling and boiling and chop and chaos. And the ships are just like, whoa, whoa, right? And so the king is just sitting there going, okay, you'll calm down in a minute when you get it all out. When you wear yourself out, I'll be right here. And you're almost amused, right? With this King of Cups. It's like cute. The way your person's like, oh, well, and you're like, you know, I feel like this energy with the King of Cups, because you love this person so much, you're almost like, okay, I don't even care if you're fussing at me. I'm just so happy to see you, or I'm so happy to hear your voice, or, you know, and it's like, you don't even care. You don't even care what's being said because you're just like, I just love you. And I'm just going to be this beacon of solidarity, cool, calm, and collected. And as soon as you've petered it out, you will see it too. When the dust settles, you will see it too. And you're sitting in this confidence, right? This King of Cups is this loving confidence. Strong Scorpio energy there too. Gemini coming out again. Bottom of the deck. Yes, clearly communicating and being balanced. 6 of Pentacles. Letting them say their piece. Listening to truly listen with the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles lets somebody say their piece and they're listening to the words. And that person is hearing it to understand it, not hearing it to reply. Okay, this is about learning how to communicate, learning how to be receptive and to also provide correct information, clear communication, right? Nothing harmful, nothing that adds more pain, nothing that adds more conflict. This is somebody who is very clearly, you know, kind of relearning how to communicate with this person in a way that is way more balanced and way more calm. I kind of love this. Oh, I claim, my gosh. Yeah. Because look, we've got 8 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. This is that overall energy. You're just trapped in fear over like this not being received or like this not going well. You're just like, I just really want this to go well. 6 of Cups, because the 6 of Cups energy, things to be balanced. 2 of Pentacles with the, yes, this would be your wish fulfillment, to have this person to receive what you're saying, to be very confidently receptive, to being balanced, right? After the dust settles and just lingering in this energy of the past kind of surfacing. If you think about regret, fear, missed opportunities, whatever you're missing out on, if you fixate on that, you will create that. So do stay positive. Do stay positive. Do stay very balanced. I've got 3 balanced cards out here. All 3 of these are about balance, major balance, equality, fairness. And you'll notice this one here, Look at the chop. Look at the chop in the background. I love when the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles come out together in my readings. The Four of Swords and the Hermit always come out together, and then the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. It's like, whatever you got, I'm good with it. Bring it on. Bring it on. And you're almost thinking it's kind of cute. You know, you're just like, oh, you're so cute when you're mad. I'm just so happy to hear your voice. I just love you so much. You know, you're just in this energy of just pure and total, complete, ecstatic receptivity. You're just so happy, and it almost boosts your confidence to just kind of take it, whatever they got to say. Yeah, because they're still whatever that is that they're holding on to, as long as you stay in this energy of, look, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know, you know, that is received with mercy, forgiveness, grace, right? Everything that is, yes, grace. Look at this calm energy to calm the beast through love and kindness, through calm, through serenity. Beautiful. It just gets better. We've got the Queen of Pentacles again. The Queen of Pentacles again. Different deck, right? Queen of Pentacles again. Calm. Don't manifest fear. Don't manifest stress. Don't manifest anxiety. Stay calm. If you stay in this like positive kind of loving energy, I think it's really going to diffuse. I think it'll diffuse the whole situation. It'll soften everything. Aries, God love them, are the Mars influence of, and so is Scorpio. Scorpio and Aries are both of the Mars influence, which is about, you know, aggression and getting things done. It's passion. It's igniting things, right? It's about that fortitude of wanting to say and do and conquer and accomplish. But there is a time for that. There's a time and a place for that. And it is not with the person you need to be the most gentle with, in that energy of love, to where you are giving and receiving, in an energy of truly wanting to understand, of truly wanting to know where your person is coming from, and being so grateful to have that opportunity to be invited into their heart again. Six of Cups came out twice too. So strong past energy coming out for Aries for the month of March. And if you didn't want to hear it, I apologize. That, you know, leave it for whom it does resonate with. Okay. Do check your other placements if it does not resonate with you. All right. So other placements are going to be Moon, Rising, and Venus if it is not about your sun sign. Okay. We're going to look into the money and career real quick. So I'm going to do the week by week real fast. What your money is going to look like. What does Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus have to look forward to with career and finance for the month of March? Okay, the Hierophant. Socially teaching, learning. Seven of Wands. Sun card, okay. The Magician. Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. We have Taurus and Cancer energy out here. Overall energy is the Eight of Cups. Oh, no. That's the bottom of the deck. 8 to the 2 to the 4 of Cups. 8 to the 2 to the 4 of Cups. Overall energy is the Nine of Wands. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because we've got a Seven of Wands out here. Something about you needing to walk away from something, for seeing very clearly that you can probably manifest better on your own here, okay? There's something here about the way something is being conducted in your, this is a school, this is someplace like that there's a lot of public attention on you with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about social conformity, right? So everyone's kind of watching on. And I feel like you've been a little bit defensive and kind of standing up for what you believe and what you want to do, especially with the Nine of Wands out here, because you've been through a lot. You know what you're talking about with the Nine of Wands. This is somebody who's resilient, persistent. They've got great tenacity, right? Very, very Aries energy. Both of these are Aries energy. She's standing up for what you believe in and just kind of saying, look, I've been through this. I know what I'm talking about. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to me, right? This is that Seven of Wands energy. But I do feel like you're clearly seeing here that there is this inability to accept in this kind of traditional way of what it is that you're wanting to create. Okay. But I don't think that this is going to suit you in a bad way. There's something here about you being a very powerful manifester, a very powerful creator. This individual here, the magician, they have great resources available to them to be able to create basically something fantastic out of many different things, you know, like things that you wouldn't think that would go together. It's kind of like creating something out of nothing is that magician. It's a very wise, strong, powerful energy here. And this ultimately ends up being this wish fulfillment for you to be more independent anyway. This is somebody who's an entrepreneur, right? Somebody who has a great business acumen. And whenever you pull away from something that is really not allowing you to speak what it is that you know without a shadow of a doubt that's going to help, that's going to benefit this structure, this setup, this society. Whenever you know for a fact that something is going to benefit it better, I feel like you're pulling away from something here. But this is nothing to feel fear about, because the Emperor drives the Chariot. Okay. The Emperor is Aries energy. This is somebody who's just saying, I know a better direction to go, and it's going to be great. It's going to be victorious. It's going to be successful. It's going to have so much control over the direction, right? With the Emperor finally taking the reins and putting this trek on course. And I feel like this is not an easy thing for you to do, to have to pull away from something where you were so emotionally invested, right? Because you've been through it. You've been through a lot with these people, this company, this place, this partnership, whatever. But I feel like once you walk away from something that just feels like it's not really serving your highest good, you could possibly end up realizing that this partnership wasn't for your greatest good after all. Somebody here was really not very interested in growing anyway in a partnership. So it ends up being the exact right move. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says everything is fine. Look, she's on her phone making the next moves already. Whenever this is done, whenever this is completely over with and ended, right? You're finally able to follow your heart and to be able to move on to calmer waters, to create something better that you really understand very clearly about what needs to be done now. Because this is you in a more calm environment where you're able to really have clarity of everything you've understood to be able to manifest and grow something fantastic. Okay, something fantastic. It does feel like you're having to emotionally pull away from something where they don't really respect or honor what it is you're trying to contribute, but it ends up being actually a pretty good move. I didn't want to get too much deeper into it. I mean, it just feels like, you know, you're going to calmer ways, because it feels like you're just like in this like total teardown moment, and you're in this like, what do I do? What do I do now? You're almost like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Was that too impulsive? But the King of Cups is out here. The King of Cups is, calm, cool, and collected, like the last reading was saying. No matter what's going on, look at all the chop all around you. Here you are going, it's all good. It's all good. I know what to do. I know what to do. This is somebody who has great business contacts. This is somebody who is a people person. This is somebody who is capable of building new bonds and new connections without issue. They have great contacts, right? This is somebody who like knows all the right people with the King of Cups. And so, even if there is a conflict where you've been, once you move away from being trapped and stagnated, even though it feels very impulsive, you were clearly being guided towards some sort of a better opportunity here where you can create for self and really nurture self. Finally, there's ups, there's downs, there's ins, there's outs. It's not easy. It's not easy to jump ship. I mean, when you start a business, there's all kinds of things you have to look forward to, like unforeseen costs, extra licensing, insurances, this purchasing items. You kind of get in the hole a little bit before you ever clear what it is that you've already invested. The first year is kind of a wash when it comes to that. So there's this realization, letting go of the confusion, the chaos, the misconception. So what's the outcome? What's the outcome for Aries for March? Walking away. Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to kind of get into a new opportunity where you're able to work with different people that are better suited to listen to you and to take, you know, what you've gone through with a lot more energy of receptivity and respect for what you're bringing, right? This is rewards and recognition, right? This is you working on something finally and being recognized for everything that you bring to the table here with that Three of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got Six of Cups and Eight of Wands, right? Clearly communicating that things that you've learned from the past are going to help you accelerate very quickly because of everything you remember and everything you've learned from the past. There it is again, the Chariot. Great victory, great success in this new direction, taking off in a controlled way. Chariot is out here twice. The Emperor drives the Chariot, taking control of this new direction, really being very confident in this new direction with a lot more control over what it is that's happening. It feels a lot better for you to have that control over what's going on. Yeah. There's, you know, you're going to make some moves and it's going to feel like, did I do the right thing? Is this the correct thing? But be careful what you're manifesting, right? Be very confident in the decisions that you're making and just know that abundance is coming. There's plenty for everybody. There's plenty for everybody. Don't get yourself into competition. Yeah, we've got, trusting yourself, trusting in what you know, listening to your intuition, victory, success, accomplishment. This is basically the minor arcana version of the Chariot. Great victory, great success. Everybody looking on with huge, huge applause for everything you're able to accomplish once you move on, overcoming obstacles, greatly overcoming obstacles. So the outcome is good. There's, unforeseen things you don't realize that are going to come up. There's just, just prepare for the expect the unexpected. Basically, expect the unexpected. Almost makes me want to grab the future higher self message. Yeah, planning stages. Seven of Pentacles popping out there. Planning stages, right? Setting forth the fruits of your labor now. These are seed planting times of you starting to grow something. Expecting something immediately is only going to get you set up for disappointment. So this is the planning stages. It will be greater later with the Chariot. Okay. And I think I will run the future higher self. These are messages from your future higher self. So your future higher self needs to let you know about career and finance. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is so funny. A new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. Magician. Creating something out of nothing. Trust the magic of newness. A new career path will be highly successful. Life will be a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride. Stop trying to be in control. Okay? Even though you're taking off in a new direction and it feels like you're in control of your path, go with the flow. When things go wrong, when things take a turn, you're not going to be totally in control of every single turn and corner that's happening. You have to take the punches and roll with it. This is about you learning, the growing, the evolving, right? That's what life is. It's supposed to be this roller coaster. It's supposed to be ups and downs. Okay, you just let go and enjoy the ride. Don't worry what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. Remaining positive and focusing on a very positive outcome. Just, hey, be blessed. Doing something new, doing something on your own, that's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be able to break free of the constraints of providing for somebody else, to be able to finally provide for self. Okay, take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. take those chances. That's that risk reward ratio, right? Very Knight of Swords, very Knight of Wands. Just boom, F it. Chuck it in the fucking bucket, right? I hardly curse, but it's a cute one. I say it often. Not online. I'm very professional online. So your life is at a turning point right now. You're ready. You're ready. This is that turning point, right? You're being triggered by universe, by these little like arbitrary things, needing to stand up for yourself, defend yourself, and really like say, I know what I'm talking about. Why aren't you listening? Why don't you people hear me when I'm telling you I've been through this? I know what I'm saying. No one's listening, right? So you're at a turning point right now. This is spirit triggering you. They did this to me. They will trigger you. They will. You have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. Never surrender to normal. Normal is boring, right? Normal is for the average. That is not Aries. Okay. Oh, yes. You have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon, right? That was that High Priestess card coming out. Trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, going with your gut, and kind of really knowing that you're at these turning points and you're on the precipice of greatness. There's nothing outside of you that can fulfill you, okay? When you're searching for joy and happiness externally, you will chase your tail until you vomit. You will dizzy yourself and never catch that tail. This is about you needing to constantly search for your happiness, get those dopamine hits from outside of self. It's temporary. It's not going to fulfill you. This is an empty hole that needs to be plugged up with self-love, with affirmations, with positivity. And I know it's difficult. Like I was saying earlier in your reading, it's addictive to be in that low frequency, to be in the energy of panic, fear, stress, right? That's very addictive energy. And then you seek these temporary hits that will help you kind of mask it or subdue it. Focusing on healing the core of the issue will help you to stop trying to seek things to mask that pain, right? There's nothing outside of you that's going to fulfill you. It's all going to be starting with self-love from within, doing that core work, okay? Good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. If you think something happened to you and it was bad and it was not good and you just can't win, negative think, stop. You don't know why, right? This is universe triggering you to get you on a new direction, to get you to jump in that chariot and take off in a new direction. Get on a new course, get on a new path. You think it's been bad luck, that what you've been experiencing, it actually is probably good luck. Something pushing you that you never would have taken the jump otherwise, right? All right, my beautiful Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. That was your month for March 2024. I hope this resonated. Be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button. Check the bio if you would like to book a personal reading. It's all in that link tree that's in the description box attached to this video, as well as all the decks that I use. If you have any questions or comments about anything, be sure and hit me up in the DM section. Also, my email is on my website. Everything's in my link tree, how to find me on other platforms, etc. I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you very soon. I hope that you are abundant, happy, healthy, and living in your most positive mindset. I will see you all soon. Take care. Love, light, abundance, positive.